by the neck, you get another cut and another. It looks like this
for these streets like a favor. Pulled me back.
Ladder sticking out the window of the Tahoe. 6 feet is how low, trying to put how low. All things
don't kill him. You know what I'm saying? We got C. Lewis. C. Lewis back, y'all. Yo, this is we bought the live stream and you didn't version. Feel me? Alright, we're gonna jump right into this, the Smack URL stream pay-per-view. Had to work out a couple of kinks. Shit ain't pop off right away. We'll be right back soon type of screen, but keep it all real. We finally got it working, and I'm not gonna lie to you. I know there was a surprise battle, Cortez versus New Jersey Twerk. Didn't see none of that. I don't even know if they streamed it or not, but didn't see none of that. The first battle was JC and Rum Nitty. And by the time I got the live stream working, we missed all of Rum Nitty first round, complete thing. And we got into like half of JC's first, which seemed to be all right. From what we could tell with the crowd, seemed like they was leaning towards JC, as far as I was concerned. So, so I'm gonna go right into the second round. Second round, Rum Nitty has, I'd say, kind of choppy performance. You know what I mean? He had some bars, but I felt like his punches was a little bit off key with some of his pauses.
They were spaced out.
Yeah. And then he was asking for water and drinking water and like, I don't know. I don't know what you thought about Rum's second round.
It was definitely, you picked up on it right away. Yeah. Like he was almost spacing it out. Like you didn't know if he was forgetting a line or whatnot.
Yeah.
It was alright. It was alright. Definitely JC. I got JC that round.
I think JC's second round performance was consistent. It didn't.
It wasn't like crazy.
It wasn't crazy.
He won that round.
Yeah, I'd give him that round. It was almost by default. So the third round, I thought Rum had his best performance of the battle. Right? Yeah, he was hitting his punches. He was moving the crowd. He was doing his thing. JC was rapping a lot longer than the time limit. The whole battle seemed like, you know, they was all getting ready to cut him off and all that. And JC's third round was really good. It was, I want to say, it was above average third round.
Yeah.
The crowd started screaming 3-0 and wanted to know where Lux was and all that shit. Where's Lux for JC? But in my opinion, I wouldn't say this was the best JC, and we all know a Smack crowd is not in love with two writers from Writer's Block, right?
Which it seemed like there was someone involved, but they didn't grasp the crowd as much as you would think, you know.
Yeah. And I'm not so sure a Lux JC matchup would be the right matchup right now, because the Lux version we get right now is not going to be good for that crowd. We need that old Lux that battled Miles in the, you know, the gray hoodie. But
I would go out to see that battle.
You would?
Yeah, I think I'd be interested to see what would happen. You know, what kind of Lux would we get? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What kind of Lux would people actually call for that battle? Obviously, you know.
I need that old Lux.
Yeah.
So from here, from what I'm gonna say, I'm gonna go with JC slight edge. Although I really like Rum's third round. What about you?
I'd like to see the first round, but from what I could see, with the crowd reaction and everything, I think JC got it. But
there you go, JC got it, y'all. Tune in. We're gonna come in with the next battle. Mad Dog Killer Son, yo, subscribe to the channel. You know what I'm saying? Y'all see what we doing over here. We giving y'all that live and direct right after the, you know, fresh off that pay-per-view. Summer Madness 6. Mad Dog Killer Son. You know what I'm saying? T-Top Av battle. You know what I'm saying? Yo, first round, man. Let's jump into this. You know, Av jumps off. Yo, he spit mad bars. He got the crowd rocking. You know what I'm saying? Av was doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking definitely a classic first round out of Av. What you thought about it first?
Yeah, definitely had that machine gun bars. One after the other.
Similar to B Magic.
Yep. Got a lot of off bars.
Yeah. Name flipping.
Yep.
It wasn't random bars. It was definitely for T-Top. You know what I mean? He had a good, solid. Yeah, nice first round from Av. No front. Then T-Top goes 2 bars in. Haymakers out the gate.
Yep.
Personals, jokes. You know what I'm saying? Voice changes, acting out parts. He just, to me, the difference between Av and T-Top was T-Top was showing all the facets of being a battler, all the skill sets of being a battler, whereas Av was just giving you straight bars. And I don't know, what you thought?
Yeah, no, definitely. T-Top, he had the cadence, he had the schemes, he has a couple of haymakers where the crowd actually stopped him.
Yeah.
But definitely he had the full package as far as, you know, battle rap goes. He had a really well put together first round.
The first round we're gonna get back to. We're gonna get back to the first round, who we feel. The second round, I'm gonna say right out the gate, they called time. They was calling time on Av almost every round, and they called time on T-Top maybe twice. But they did let them rap. It wasn't like, oh, they only let them rap for like a minute or two and then it was calling time. They did let them get off.
Yeah, I thought it was fair.
Yeah.
Definitely fair as far as time.
The second round, though, I felt it was kind of stale from Av. I felt Av's bars, and he was just running through his lines. It's like he raps so fast, and so that he don't get stuck or he don't like choke. I don't know, but he don't give the crowd a time to react to some of his bars, and everything he says is on the same cadence. There's not a lot of, like, you know what I mean, voice control.
Him speeding up kind of takes away from the cadence, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
From you actually hearing the full bar, and it just takes away from the performance, I think.
Yeah, and I don't think his punches have the right emphasis with the way, with his rap style. Because of his rap style being so rapid fire, the punches or his haymakers don't have the right emphasis. At least that's the way I felt in the second round. Second round with T-Top, I felt he started out a little slow, but then he picked up.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I like T-Top in the second round. I edged the second round. T-Top was right back in his bag again. Mad bars, same thing. Hitting him with mad bars, rapid fire. Definitely had the crowd going.
Yeah, I definitely think his third round was better than his second.
Yeah.
It wasn't quite as good as his first.
Yeah.
But I think T-Top was a little bit better in his third round.
I think T-Top had a better third than Av's third. And I think T-Top, again, he just almost showed his maturity. He kind of separated himself from Av, tried to show the crowd the difference between him, his career, and Av's career.
Absolutely. And
I kind of like that depiction. It wasn't just this whole fake, I got a gun, I'm going to shoot you, I got a gun, this.
It wasn't just punchlines.
It wasn't just punchlines, and it wasn't just name flips. He actually talked about some real shit and some things that you could actually like, oh shit, why didn't I see that battle with Av? Why didn't I see this battle with Av? And, you know, how their career went about. I thought it was dope. So I kind of gave the second and the third round to Top. So
yeah. He balanced his rounds out. He attacked the stealing thing in the first round, and then he also attacked the stealing and went on the stealing angle or personal about Av in the third. I think it was just
masterful. Yeah,
masterful
masterpiece by T-Top. The way he actually had each round connecting to each other in a certain kind of way.
Crafted it well.
So the first round, you could arguably give it to Top, or you could give the first round to Av. I wouldn't be mad if somebody would say, yo, Av got the first round. I wouldn't be mad if somebody said Av got the third round.
Yeah. If you want to be nice, you'd give Av the first round.
Yeah, if you want to be nice, you give Av the first round.
Yeah.
Second round, you can't give Av the second round.
No.
And the third round, if you know what you're looking for,
right,
you're gonna pick
T-Top.
T-Top. If you know what you're looking for, if you appreciate everything that he does as a battler. If you're just looking for one thing, and you say, well, Av does this one thing better than T-Top, I could see somebody having like a narrow vision and saying, oh, I'm going to go with Av because I like what Av does better than T-Top. So I got T-Top maybe a light 3-0 or 2-1.
2-1. Definitely 2-1, I think. And you could definitely say 3-0. Obviously, we're not in the building, so it may seem a different way.
And we ain't going with that crowd screaming. The crowd was screaming 3-0 Top, 3-0 Top, and it wasn't that convincing. You know what I'm saying? Watching it, so
definitely.
This is Mad Dog. We bought the pay-per-view. You didn't version. Real talk.
You got it.
Thank you, bro.
I apologize. I doubted you. You showed me different. You showed, honestly, hold on. You showed more than just storytelling, bar flips. Your punches were amazing. My hats off to you. You won the battle. Did you feel like the fact that Av was such a puncher back to back to back, that you had to really instill that into your game? Because you had a lot of super dope haymakers.
It's like, I always
Hitman
incorporate
can't
punches.
shine.
But they
Before
just
we
get
even talk
overlooked
about this
because my
battle,
shit hit more, you know what I'm saying?
we got to talk about the time limits. I just did a blog about time, and usually when somebody's complaining about time, the person that's complaining was not prepared.
Nice.
Now, Beasley came out before the battle and said that he was trying to take it like it was Smack or, you know, URL's problem. They didn't write the contract up clear enough, where one battle rapper thought it was 3 minutes for 3 rounds, and the other battle rapper took it as 3 minutes per round for 3 rounds. Now, pay-per-view.
There was a little discrepancy with this battle. I'm going to explain the situation. I'm going to have my brother Beasley explain the situation. So,
Oh, come on. Everybody know a 3-round Smack event. They're not going to pay you the money that you're getting for 1 minute per round for 3 rounds. That's just idiotic.
Right.
And if you thought that's what the contract said, you could call Beasley, Smack, any of them, anytime. I mean, Summer Madness. Yeah, get verification. Summer Madness been already set for 3-4 months. You already know who you locked in with. How are you going to prepare for someone for 1 minute per round? And then the other person's preparing for 3 minutes per round. And then there's a mad delay because y'all arguing in the back.
That set the tone for the battle before it even started.
Then Beasley and Smack didn't want to say which battle rapper had the issue with the time. He just said one battle rapper and another battle rapper. He didn't say who it was. K-Shine comes out first, and then Hitman. And the first thing Hitman want to do, he want to expose who wrote for 1 minute versus who wrote for 3. And if you can't tell by now, K-Shine is the one that wrote for 1 minute, and Hitman's the one that said he wrote for 3. Somehow they made a compromise and said we're going to do it for like 1 minute and what, 30 seconds?
Yeah, meet in the middle, they said.
Meet in the middle. For some reason, it seemed like Hitman got most of his stuff off. Maybe the first round he got cut short, but the rest of the battle, they seemed to let him rock. But then K-Shine seemed to be regurgitating his bars. Like, he'll say a bar and then start it back 30 seconds.
Or he'd say a whole bunch of bars and then go back a couple.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Trying to stretch your shit out. You know, it's almost like taking cocaine work and trying to like mix it with fucking baking soda and stretch that shit out so you get like 10% of the damn work when you paying for 100% work, whatever. Anyway, the first round goes, to me, Hitman was spazzing in the first round.
I agree.
He came right out the chute and said something about Rex and told Rex if he said something about his baby mom or his daughter, he's going to punch him in the face. And Hitman go right in on his baby mom and his daughter. And it just set the tone for the battle right there.
Yeah, definitely.
Then he just had the crowd to me. His first round was crazy solid. I felt K-Shine was going to have to come up with something like really good or spectacular to beat Hitman's first round. And then K-Shine's first round was like...
Okay.
It was okay?
He had some lines in there that got some crowd reaction, but for the most part, it was just punchline, punchline, punchline. I didn't really remember seeing any, or hearing any personals.
And I'm going to get to that, remembering moments and stuff towards the end. I think you're right. And then there was a part down the stretch where you could tell, like, K-Shine was kind of out of bars. And then he was kind of looking over to see, yo, y'all stopping me? What's the time? Yo, y'all keep stopping me. Nobody was stopping him. They were telling him to rap. And he was like, yo, y'all stopping me. Nobody's stopping you, K-Shine, go. And to me, it looked like a choke.
He said that y'all still having us going, and y'all was supposed to stop the time.
Oh, right.
So he's trying to cover up and say, oh, I'm trying to fill more time.
Right.
I didn't stop the time.
And y'all keeping us going. So he was
Right.
complaining. In the first round, he was complaining that they was letting them rap too long, as opposed to cutting them short.
Right.
And in the first round, Hitman complained that they cut him off too short. So it is what it is. I gave the first round to Hitman. Second round, Hitman goes, and to me, he's hitting K-Shine with a bunch of personals. He broke down his beef with Averb, Hitman and Averb versus Rex and K-Shine, and what the differences was. And I mean, Hitman hit it from every angle you could think of, even told you shit you didn't know about him and Averb fighting, him and Averb, you know, doing the first Showtime and the first remix together. Him and his brother got into it.
Not going over social media. And
yeah, man, not going over social media. Him and Averb driving off in the same car together, leaving the venue after they battled each other. And he compared it to Rex. And it was like night and day. And you was like, oh, that's real nigga shit. I was definitely fucking with Hitman second. How about you?
Yeah, I think definitely Hitman definitely got the first. I think Hitman got the second, and then K-Shine fought back in the third. But even so, I think Hitman had a slightly better round and edged the round. But
and just to talk about K-Shine second again, nothing really memorable. It was all right. It almost seemed like if he was just like, put me in a casket, I was thinking this might be a body bag. Like, just tuck me away, my nigga. Like it was done. It
was very interesting because in the second round, or at the end of the second round, we were like, okay, what do you remember was the memorable points in the battle rap? And we could remember very little of K-Shine, and we could remember maybe 5 or 6 things that Hitman did in his first and second round that were just great. So.
And to keep it straight and funky, they both had a couple of dry spots in their rounds, but Hitman's dry spots was much shorter and didn't last as long as K-Shine's. Now the third round, again, Hitman has a solid third. He hits him with a couple personals. He do what he do. To me, this was Hitman's shortest round. It was pretty good. Oh, then he had a room rocker with his brother again, which always seems to work, right? But Hitman's third round was good. And I was thinking, the way K-Shine was going the first 2 rounds, I don't even think he could fight back. Then the third round, K-Shine goes, and I'm like, I'm really impressed. His third round was really good. I'm not going to spoil it for y'all. He did do a Wild and Out scheme. And I think 2 out of the 3 schemes was straight fire. Straight fire. And I think just that alone saved them from getting 3-0. What you think?
Yeah, I mean, you could say that Hitman won the 3 rounds, but K-Shine definitely saved himself from a body bag type battle. After the second, I'm like, wow, K-Shine better say something in the third.
Yeah, the crowd was all on Hitman's side.
Yeah, they were saying 2-0. You had their hands going up like this. It was crazy.
Yeah. Dope battle. I thought it was a good battle. I thought Hitman showed you that, you know what I'm saying, he deserved to be back on the URL stage. You know, he didn't get too Hollywood. That was a lot of questions. Yo, he might be too Hollywood.
We talked about that before the battle. I'm like, oh.
His hunger.
Yeah.
Nah, Hitman definitely... if you're a fan of Hitman, you're going to enjoy this performance. If you're not a fan, you're going to respect his game. He did his thing. I got a 2-1 hit, clearly. And if somebody says 3-0, I could see that, but I think that'd be debatable. I think K-Shine's third round was nice enough to win. What you at?
I think you definitely got a 2-1 Hitman. Clear cut.
Clear cut. Yeah. I thought it was going to be a body. I ain't going to lie.
There's no debating any other way as far as K-Shine winning.
Oh, in the second round, K-Shine brought out Big T. And
totally killed.
You talk about take the life out of the building.
Yeah.
Oh my God, this was like
almost like what Clips did against Shadi Horror when he had DNA tap in.
Yo,
it wasn't a good look at all.
This was like you already had a flat and you just take a knife and just start stabbing the tie. Anyway, man, this was whack. Yeah. Big T choked. He had like 2 bars he choked, and then he was like standing there dazed, and K-Shine was looking at him. Then he finally looked at K-Shine and was like, yo, I need you to jump in. I don't have nothing more. I'm out. I'm out of bullets. And this is, you know, Hitman been killing Big T. You know, with that pick a side, and Big T might be in the car, the NWX, when him and A-Verb was doing that 2-on-2, and he was like, yo, we're going to light the whip up anyway. So, you know, Big T, this was his moment to give Hitman a little sauce back, and you get up there and you choke, and then you start looking stupid in front of the crowd. Yo, that right there just turned everybody off, man. That was whack. Whack.
That's when you said, oh yeah, he definitely lost the second round.
Oh my God. That was like, if you was thinking he had a chance, after that, you was like, second round's wrap. It was a wrap after that. Yeah. Anyway, yo, stay tuned. It's Mad Dog. You know how we doing. We here with C-Lou. You know what I'm saying? We got the pay-per-view and you didn't. Holla back.
Yo.
Yo, fresh off of that Briz Rothstein Calico battle. I'm gonna tell y'all how this shit popped off. First off, I thought the battle was gonna be tough for Briz because he had crazy mic issues, and after they got past that, he spent his whole round was just old bars, old punches. I mean, things from like the 80s or the 90s or something. It just didn't seem crisp, new bars, you know, like new shit. And I don't know why it didn't seem like, it seemed like his first round was some old shit that he just never used, and he just figured, oh, I'm going to use it in this battle against Calico. And then in the first round, so he went first. When Calico went, Calico spit this like beautiful first round. His first round just showed how much more polished and better he was than Briz. And he had new bars, contemporary bars, and he definitely, you know, captivated the crowd. So I'm thinking, man, if this continue going like this, Briz don't stand a chance. So Briz goes the second round, and he has a decent second round. It's not nothing crazy. It was just a decent second. And then Calico goes the second round. He always seems to do this on Summer Madness on the big stage. He starts going into like a philosophical, you know, type of battling, and he just sort of loses the crowd. Then he did a part where he like sang or said something in some sort of falsetto type of tone, and the crowd wasn't feeling it. And one thing you got to give Calico, when he think the crowd ain't feeling it or they missing it, he goes back to the beginning of that bar and does it again, and the crowd wasn't feeling it. The crowd wasn't even feeling it even more. And I was thinking to myself, and it was like a little stumble in there. I was thinking to myself, it don't even matter what Briz said in the second. Calico just gift wrapped the second to him. So it's like 1-1 going into the third. And I think the third might be a debatable. If you're a Briz Rothstein fan, you might go for Briz. If you're a Calico fan, you might go for Cal. But I think Calico showed that he could rap. He could definitely out-rap Briz. His rapping style, cadence, punches is just a little bit better than Briz. And I think Briz just, for some reason, just wasn't as potent and as... usually when I watch Briz rap, you can almost visualize and be like, ooh, that's bad. And I just didn't think he had it. Briz was not on his A game tonight. I kind of edged the battle to Calico 2-1. But if somebody says Briz 1-2-1, I don't even care, because it was an all right battle. It started out with Calico in the first round like, whoo, we're going to get a crazy Calico. Then he took the life out of the building in the second round. And the third round was like, he was better. And I don't know, just Briz was like, okay. So that's what it is right now.
I'd be damned if they caught me. If you planning to rob me, I hit you with 1K. It's a band what it cost me. You trying to wrestle? Tell this man to get off me. I had my bitch point with the long nose. That's Diana Taurasi. Am I wild? Yes. Am I wild? Yes. This gonna turn into a foul mess. $150 from cheek to cheek. You'll get your smile stretched. Hollow try me. Hollow try me. This guy died next. Cowboy revolver. I Will Smith him with a Wild Wild West. Hey, I could take that same bar, redo it better. I'm evil and clever. Y'all try to put these pieces together. Strapped with an eagle and heckler. Now Will Smith in Wild Wild West. Acting out with a big machine in the desert.
The main event, Tay-Rock, Holla the Did-It-On. First of all, shout out to URL, shout out to Smack. SM6 was a success. All the battles went down. Nobody did not show up. And I'd say he had a pretty steady flow to it. Not a whole lot of delays in between the battle.
Summer Madness 6.
I'm done with Norbes. Norbes is an asshole. Norbes don't know what the fuck he talking about. He talking about how, got 3-0'd. What the fuck? Is he on crack? He said Rock got 3-0'd by fucking Holla the Don. Yo, man, he almost didn't make me fucking do the recap on this shit. I don't know what the fuck they saw in the billing, but looking at this shit pay-per-view, there's no way in the world Rock got 3-0'd. First of all, Rock shook the billing like twice. And Holla the Don barely shook the billing like that. Not the way how Rock shook the billing. Let's just do it this way. The first round, I got Tay-Rock all day. The first round's Tay-Rock all day. Holla the Don's first round was choppy. He was getting booed. His bars was not really hitting. He was more on that writing shit. And Tay-Rock got more of that punching shit for the crowd with the gun bars. Tay-Rock was in his bag the first round. Tay-Rock got the first round clear. There is no 3-0 nothing in this battle. I'll tell you that for sure. Secondly, we're going to leave the second round alone for a second. The third round, I'd say, was Tay-Rock. Tay-Rock had a good third. And Tay-Rock did go first. Tay-Rock had a good third. But Holla the Don's third round had a lot more substance. Plus, Hollow seemed to rap almost twice as long as Tay-Rock. And Hollow had a really kind of dope angle. It's kind of tricky, the angle he took on a URL crowd, where he was like almost like a stop the violence type of round, where he was talking about building and, you know, having a future and all kind of shit. And I get it. It was good. And then another thing he did was he sort of switched gears. He went from being like a writer, like a JC or a Rum Nitty, you know, that writer's block type of dude, to a performer, puncher that had bars in the third round. He really like transformed to me in the third round. Now, what somebody could say is after the third, almost like a Lux type of moment where that third may sway you with maybe the second, not the first. The first he was whack. So I got Tay-Rock winning the first outright. There's no debate to me. The third, you could say was debatable, but I'm giving the third to Hollow. So it really comes down to the second. And to me, in the second, Tay-Rock had at least 2 haymakers that shook the building. I mean, absolutely shook the building. He did have 1 or 2 dry spots, but his second was strong. And if you speak to a lot of people or you look online, they were saying Tay-Rock's second was dope. Holla the Don started out real slow in the second. He had a couple of, they were stopping, the crowd was like kind of like booing him a little bit, messing with him. He kind of picked it up in the latter part of the second, but for some reason I didn't feel it was enough. So if you want to really know what I really think, I got 2-1 Tay-Rock. And if somebody tell you that Holla the Don 3-0 Tay-Rock, or it was a clear 2-1, no debate, if Holla the Don 3-0 Tay-Rock or clear 2-1, they just strictly a fan of Holla the Don. I don't know what the fuck Norbes was talking about. Norbes out his goddamn mind. Fuck Norbes. You know what I'm saying? Don't even listen to him because he don't know battle rap at all. You know what I'm saying? And I know Mike Hughes. You know what I'm saying? I respect him. You know, he know a lot about battle rap. But, like, he on that URL, you know, platform. So there's things that they need to sort of set up or make happen. So you never know, you know what I'm saying? It's almost like wrestling. They need this person to win, so it makes this next matchup bigger. So Norbes get on there talking about fucking Holla the Don 1, like Tay-Rock can't fucking show up. And you gotta be out your goddamn mind. Because Tay-Rock was on his shit. I give it to Holla the Don because he did have some more complex bars and some witty wordplay in some areas. But as far as entertainment, as far as room rockers, haymakers, and just you know what I'm saying, going at a nigga, that Gunbar King, you know what I'm saying, he had a couple schemes, he did a couple things for that surf thing. He did his thing. I got Tay-Rock 2-1. Could somebody say Holla the Don 1-1? It's possible, but I think they being a little biased. I'm just being honest. From what I've seen, you know what I'm saying, on the pay-per-view, if you was in the billing and you felt a little different, I know how it is in the billing sometimes, how things sort of just feel different. So a fucking clean cut look, man. Some of these dudes look like a step away from homeless. Holla the Don look horrible. Calico, you my man. You look horrible on camera. Yo, some of these dudes look so, like, I know you getting stacks, man. What's up with going to a barber and just getting a lineup, my nigga? I'm not saying you can't have your hair a little wild or uncut, but get a little lineup and shit. Have your shit looking clean, man, a little bit, man. I mean, the women is looking at this. No woman want to be with some nasty ass looking. Come on, my niggas. Get your act right, man. Clean, shave up, line up, do something, man. Come on, man. We could do better than this. For real. For real, man. Some of these dudes look. I mean, Holla the Don, man. You look like if you're on crack, my nigga. You could look a lot better than that. You look real grizzy. I don't know what the fuck's going on, man. I don't know, man. Y'all wilding a little bit when it comes to them looks, so I'm gonna keep that a stat. Anyway, and yeah, Hollow and Cal, they was the worst. That's anyway, Mad Dog. Holla at your boy.
R.I.P. Your soul just lift up and you out of here. I see you on that other side, body. Cry rivers, courtesy of mine. We terrorize, rap is better.